Hey, what's up guys? MKBHD here. And no, this isn't a tech review, but it's something I'm super passionate about. Knowledge. Today we're diving into something fascinating and complex. Asteroids. These aren't just giant rocks hurtling through space, they're like cosmic time capsules holding secrets about the early solar system. We're talking billions of years old, folks, so buckle up, because we're about to explore the top 5 things that make asteroids so incredibly cool. Alright, first up, we got to talk about what asteroids actually are. These fascinating objects are essentially the building blocks of our solar system, remnants from a time long before Earth even existed. Imagine the solar system forming, right? A massive cloud of gas and dust swirling around, gravity doing its thing. This chaotic dance of particles eventually led to the creation of our sun and the planets. Now, most of that stuff coalesced to form the sun and the planets, but some of it, it just kind of stayed behind. These leftover materials didn't quite make it into the big leagues of becoming a planet or a star. These leftover bits and pieces, those are our asteroids. They're like cosmic time capsules holding secrets from the dawn of our solar system. They're like the raw ingredients of planets frozen in time. Each asteroid is unique with its own story to tell about the early solar system. We're talking rock, metal, ice, a whole smorgasbord of cosmic goodness. These materials are the same ones that eventually came together to form planets, moons, and other celestial bodies. And here's the thing, because they formed so early on, they hold clues about what the solar system was like way back when. By studying asteroids, scientists can piece together the history of our cosmic neighborhood. Think of them as ancient artifacts, but instead of being buried underground, they're zipping around in space. These space rocks are like nature's own time capsules, preserving the conditions and materials from billions of years ago. Scientists study these asteroids by examining meteorites that have fallen to Earth or by sending spacecraft to collect samples directly from the asteroids themselves. This research helps us understand not just the history of our solar system, but also the processes that led to the formation of planets. Missions like NASA's OSIRIS-REx and Japan's Hayabusa 2 have provided invaluable data by bringing back samples from asteroids. These missions are like interplanetary treasure hunts, revealing the hidden secrets of our solar system's past. By analyzing these samples, scientists can learn about the composition of asteroids, their age, and the conditions under which they formed. This information is crucial for understanding the broader picture of planetary formation and evolution. So, next time you look up at the night sky and see a shooting star, remember that it might just be a piece of an ancient asteroid, a tiny fragment of the early solar system giving us a glimpse into the distant past. Now, you might be thinking, asteroids, aren't they all just like big rocks? Well, that's a common misconception. While it's true that asteroids are rocky bodies orbiting the sun, there's so much more to them than just being space rocks. They come in various shapes, sizes, and compositions, each with its own unique characteristics and stories. And yes, some are basically that, but let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of asteroids and explore the different types that exist out there in the vastness of space. But here's where it gets interesting. There are actually different types of asteroids, each with its own unique story to tell. These types are classified based on their composition and reflectivity, which gives us clues about their origins and the conditions in the early solar system. First up, we got the C-type asteroids. These are the most common, and they're dark and carbon-rich. Think of them as the charcoal briquettes of the asteroid belt. They make up about 75% of known asteroids and are believed to be some of the oldest objects in the solar system, dating back to its formation. Their dark appearance is due to the presence of carbon and other organic compounds. Then there are the S-types, made up of silicate materials and some metals. They're a bit brighter and reflect more light. These asteroids are primarily composed of silicate minerals and nickel iron, giving them a relatively shiny appearance. They account for about 17% of known asteroids and are mostly found in the inner asteroid belt. Their composition suggests they may have formed closer to the Sun, where it was hotter. And finally, we have the M-types, which are mostly metallic, like iron and nickel. These guys are like the heavy metal fans of the asteroid world. They make up around 8% of known asteroids and are thought to be the remnants of the cores of differentiated protoplanets that were shattered by collisions. Their metallic nature makes them highly reflective, and they can provide valuable insights into the building blocks of planetary cores. So, as you can see, asteroids are far more diverse and intriguing than just being space rocks. Each type of asteroid holds clues to the history and evolution of our solar system, making them fascinating objects of study for scientists and astronomers. Next time you hear about an asteroid, remember that it might just be one of these unique types, each with its own story to tell. Now, where do we find most of these asteroids? It's a question that has intrigued scientists and space enthusiasts alike for decades. Well, they're not just randomly scattered throughout the solar system. Instead, they tend to congregate in specific regions, forming fascinating patterns and clusters. Most of them hang out in a region called the asteroid belt, which sits between Mars and Jupiter. This belt is like a vast cosmic frontier teeming with countless rocky bodies. Imagine a giant cosmic highway with millions, maybe even billions of these rocky travelers. Each asteroid is on its own unique journey, orbiting the sun in a delicate dance. Now, you might be picturing something out of Star Wars, with spaceships dodging asteroids left and right. The reality, however, is quite different. In reality, the asteroid belt is mostly empty space. Despite the sheer number of asteroids, they are spread out over such a vast area that collisions are relatively rare. These things are spread out over a huge area. If you were standing on one asteroid, the next nearest one might be hundreds of thousands of kilometers away. Still, collisions do happen, and that's how we get smaller asteroids and even meteoroids, which sometimes make their way to Earth. These collisions can be dramatic, sending fragments hurtling through space. When these meteoroids enter Earth's atmosphere, they create spectacular light shows known as meteor showers. Some of these fragments even survive the journey and land on Earth as meteorites. These meteorites provide valuable clues about the early solar system and the building blocks of planets. By studying them, scientists can learn more about the history and evolution of our cosmic neighborhood. So, the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that there's a whole world of rocky wanderers out there, each with its own story to tell. The asteroid belt is truly where the action's at. Speaking of Earth, our planet has had its fair share of close encounters with asteroids. Remember that dinosaur extinction event? Yeah, that was probably caused by a massive asteroid impact. But don't worry, these events are extremely rare. Scientists are constantly tracking asteroids, especially the ones that come close to Earth, just to be on the safe side. And there are even missions to study asteroids up close, like NASA's OSIRIS-REx, which actually collected a sample from an asteroid called Bennu. So asteroids are remnants of the early solar system. They come in different flavors, and they might hold clues to the origins of life itself. But here's the thing, they could also be incredibly valuable resources in the future. We're talking about asteroid mining, people. These space rocks contain trillions of dollars worth of precious metals and other resources. And as we venture further into space, asteroids could become like cosmic gas stations, providing fuel and materials for spacecraft. It's like something straight out of science fiction, but it could become a reality sooner than we think. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content just like this. We've only scratched the surface of what makes asteroids so fascinating. From their role in the solar system's formation to their potential as future resources, there's still so much more to discover about these cosmic time capsules. So keep looking up, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring the universe around us. Peace.